Are you enjoying these exercise?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have
much.
as a theoretical lecture.
Yes, ma'am.
I only
Yes,
have
ma'am.
these
Yes,
exercises.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It was really great, madam.
I hope you are enjoying this. Means knowing about ourselves. Means sometime it happens that people knows that Johari window. No, people knows about ourselves. But whatever we possess, we don't even we never realize that. Oh, we have this quality. No. So these are the exercises just to understand that.
Madam,
Yes, please.
yeah, if you share these slides and all, if you share these slides, in future it will be very useful in the classroom, madam. Can you share, please? So
Yes,
that every
of course,
year,
sir. I believe I have shared, but if not, then definitely by the end of this, definitely I'll be sharing that. No issues, that knowledge is always shared.
Ma'am, in fact, that
PPT and all, it will be useful in the classroom, madam. Please share it so that lifelong we can remember you.
Tulsi ma'am, we
That
wanted
we
that.
can exercise, we can practice these exercises with the group, okay, with the different group of people. We
Yeah.
can make them realize that what the type of leadership style they possess and how they can improve, okay?
Yeah,
So in
please share,
further
madam, these
exercises, we will
PPTs.
try to understand that how we can improve our potential, okay? How we can understand that though we possess the leadership qualities, but how to improve that. That also will be having, right?
Tulsi ma'am, along with this PPT, could you please send us that Word document also, the exercise which you had asked us to do, the code, the leadership
Always
code.
there in your mailbox.
Oh, I have missed this mail then.
There.
Okay, thank you.
It is there in the
Before
mail.
starting the session, I already have shared that document in your
Yes.
mailbox.
Yes, we have received except this PPT.
Ma'am, could you please share the the activity, what do we call these statements for the leaders again? I just
Madam,
missed.
the Word document which you have exercised right now, it is already there in your mailbox.
It's there in the mail, ma'am, but codes are not there.
Pardon?
Codes are not there in the mail. I mean,
The codes are not there.
Yeah.
Definitely. These
Yeah.
codes you will be having in this
Okay.
presentation.
Okay,
So shall I
thank
share
you.
this presentation in your mailbox before completing the session?
No,
Yes,
no,
Or
ma'am,
please.
later on.
No. First complete, madam.
Okay. Okay, let me complete this and after that I'll definitely be sharing, right?
Okay, thanks, ma. Right.
Okay, so now let us take up the exercise third. Okay, the third exercise is all about the strength wheel. Okay, the strength wheel, how we can understand it? First, we need to know what is the strength. Okay, means we always have the strength. We know that we have the strength, right? But we are not being able to recognize that what is the potential for improvement in that strength. Okay, in a formal term, if I try to define the strength, we can say it is a pre-existing capacity for a particular way of behaving, thinking, or feeling that is authentic and energizing to the users, right? And it also enable optimal functioning, development, and performance. This is how we can formally define the word strength. Okay, and what the strength wheel is all about. See, we know that we always everybody has strength, right? Some have more degree and some have less, but we always have. But the issue arises when we don't realize that we have this. Okay, because most of the time it happens that people are not truly about their strength. Okay, this is what I possess, right? So the exercise of strength wheel is all about as you are aware of your strength. Okay, I don't know which slide number is this. Let me see. Okay, yeah,
33 number.
Okay, thank you. So that what is the strength is, what we need to do is, for understanding the strength, that it, Avantika ma'am, can we
Yes, ma'am.
all the participants at the time when they have query, they can raise their hand and they can ask.
Okay. You want me to mute them on?
Yes, ma'am. Please mute them and don't authorize them to unmute themselves. Just authorize to raise their hand. It will be more convenient.
Okay.
I believe rest of them are also disturbing.
Okay.
I'm so sorry we have to do this because I believe you all are getting disturbance, right? So as you all are aware of your strength, right? And the way they are manifested in your life. Okay. The very next what we need to do is, the next thing is we just need to explore the ways by which we can optimize the use of our strength. Means we have strength, but we don't know how optimize the use of these strength, right? So in order to optimize the strength use, it is very important for all of us to become aware of these, okay? To become aware of the potential for growth. Means what is the scope for growth? What is the scope for using the growth? What is the scope for exercising this strength? Okay, means how, what is the degree of growth is still there? What is the scope of growth? What is the scope of improvement in this practice for the strength, right? So for some strength, you know, there may be sufficient room for improvement, that we can improve our strength and we can exercise more. Means we have opportunity that yes, still we can use our strength up to the next level. Okay. And sometimes for other strength, we may have some limitations which prevent that. No, more than that level, we should not exercise at this particular strength. Okay. So this exercise which we are doing now, it is a very helpful tool for this. Okay, how we can understand this strength wheel is, this is what the strength wheel. Okay, I hope it's visible to you all, right? Ma'am, it is visible? Avantika, ma'am?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Dr. Meenakshi wants to ask a question.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, do
Yeah.
we have to send these sheets to you onto your email ID?
No, it is not required, ma'am. It is just for the practicing. Okay.
Okay.
During the session, you can exercise.
Okay, that is what I'm doing it when you are saying these things, and I'm doing the assignments one only. Then only I asked that whether we have to share it onto your email ID or not required.
No, no, ma'am. These are for you only. You can practice by your own. For you only.
Oh,
Right.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So let me continue. So this is what the strength wheel is. Okay. The center of the circle represents the 0. Okay. See, the center of the circle represents the 0 ranking. Okay. And the outer rim is giving the score of 10. Okay. This is how we have to develop a strength wheel. Okay. So what you have to do is, this is an example of understanding or analyzing our strength in context of work. Okay. If we are taking the context of work, then we have that the gratitude is one of the strengths while performing our work in an effective or in efficient way. Okay. Social intelligence is one of the strengths which is required for working. Humor is also required at workplace. And then love for learning is deadly required for working. And then the leadership, right? So as for this example, what we can see is these are the 5 strengths, and we have to understand the current use of this strength, what we are using, and what is the scope for improvement in this, right? So you please try to understand this example from the work context. Okay. Say, for example, if it is the strength wheel assessment of a particular person, right? And if we see the social intelligence strength, okay, the current uses of social intelligence by this specific person is 1, okay, and what he believes the scope for improvement is up to the next level only. Okay, that means this is the current level of strength I am using, and the up to the next level means just 1 step ahead, means 1 step more I can use my social intelligence at workplace, right? So similarly, you can see for this, the leadership. For leadership, what person have assessed that current state is level 2, but the future means potential. I do have leadership potential, but I am not using it 100%. Okay, so still there is a scope that I can go one step ahead of that, right? So similarly, for gratitude, if you can see the person is using at level, means in 4th rim it is, and the future scope he is saying that, okay, gratitude I can use much more at workplace, still it is less. Okay, so I can use much more gratitude for improving my work performance or for improving my dealings, right? And the next one is the love for learning. Okay, the strength love for learning, the current usage is 7 and the scope is 10th. That means though I am using a very good degree of love for learning, means I am fond of learning at workplace, I am fond of learning new things at workplace all the time, okay, but still I can improve my learning, okay, and I am ready for that also, right? So the scope means this is what the potential I have. Okay, now what you can say is the potential for growth is means for social intelligence, there is a small gap between current uses and the potential for improvement, right? Similarly, there is a very small gap in current uses and potential uses. Okay, that means it's so easy for me to improve my strength. Okay, but there is a huge gap in gratitude. Okay, though I am using it is okay, but still there is a huge gap. I just need to improve a lot this. Why I am saying that there is a huge gap and there is a huge scope, why I am not saying that for leadership it is up to 10th level I can move or I can increase my strength. That means I know the position I have in the organization, that much leadership is expected in that only. Okay, as that I am understanding, right? And for that I am ready to improve. Okay, that's why. But here for gratitude, it is always open, means we can improve for I can improve my gratitude. Okay, but the different thing what you can see in this strength wheel is this, the strength humor. Okay, humor is the current use of humor is 9 and the scope is 5, means the person has assessed himself or herself saying that I am using a lot of humor at workplace. Okay, it is required. All right, it is definitely required. But the degree of using humor I am using in excess amount and it has to be reduced, right? That's why this triangle is in opposite direction of all these. Okay, so if considering the work as a context, these are the identified strengths, and we can understand that where we are right now and what is the scope for improving the use of our strength for improving our overall performance, right? In these 4 strengths, we just need to work hard for improving these, but for humor, we just be cautious while using humor. We just be careful so that we should not use humor in a wrong context, at a wrong place, in a wrong manner. We might using and that we have realized that, oh, I was using in that manner. It has to be reduced to match up with the rest of the strengths. Okay, that is what the strength wheel says. I hope it is understandable for you all. So similarly, now it's your turn. You have to do this exercise. Okay, that the example was like the work context, and here you can take any other context. Okay, you can take family context, and then you can identify any 5 strengths, and you just need to assess that what is the level currently I am practicing this strength, and do I need to improve the use of this strength? Then that will be your scope for that. Okay, so up till now, if you have any query related to that, you please can ask. You can raise your hand or you can ask them to unmute. And now it's your turn. You have to practice this strength wheel. it's very easy. Means we have to take a context that the example I quoted that was related to work. You can take example of your family, even your personal life. You can also take, right? But you just have to identify the 5 strengths, okay? And then you have to put those 5 strengths in this wheel, okay? The center of wheel depicting the 0, that means very less or negligible use of this particular strength at you. And then we are moving towards these rims, that means the increasing level of use for that. Okay. So that is what the strength wheel exercise I have, right? And after that, we have the